Here we go. Quick little solo episode right before work. I have like 10 minutes to record this. We'll try and make it quick. The only thing I want to talk about today was a little look back, little introspection on the show. This came up because I got a notification earlier, like a month ago. So it's been a little bit. It's been on my mind about we got our 100th play on the podcast. Damn, that's awesome. Who would have thought? Not me. But it just made me think about where the podcast is at right now and like how we're doing and stuff. And I'm always gonna say this is just a hobby. Like I'm just doing this, with Adrian and if Tonyo, would like to join again. It's just to talk to them and just shoot the shit and just talk about whatever. But I mean, as we're doing this, I also want to get better at this hobby, make it a little more entertaining for you guys. You specifically, Diego, since I know you listen, but given the fact that we have 100 plays, I don't think we have 100 episodes, which means there has to be more than one person listening to the show along with you, Diego. So if you're not Diego and you're listening to the show, just let us know in the comments. And just want to ask you to also in the comments, let us know what it is you like about the show and what do you think we can improve on. Again, as a hobby and as an excuse to talk to my friends and stuff, everything is basically improv and unscripted, and we'll jot down ideas on the docket, the infamous docket. And if I can pull it up here in a second, I'll read some of the stuff we have written down just to show you, like, we don't really go into depth when we write down our notes, and we just kind of speak through or quickly talk and not spend too much time thinking about what we're going to talk about. So it's a lot of just hanging out, talking with friends, and personally, those are the podcasts I love. Like, I'll tell you some of the podcasts I listen to. I listen to, Markiplier's Go, my favorite sports teams, and I love that podcast, and I listen to it every week. But I've learned that my favorite episodes are the episodes where they go off on tangents. And maybe that's the plan for them, but, like, they make it feel natural that you're just talking. Like, when they, have, like, their news stories that they're talking about, but the one catches their attention and they just, like, go down a rabbit hole and they start talking about different shit, and it just leads to somewhere that you don't expect. Those are the episodes I find the most interesting. And then once I found that out, because I think I listened to one of their more relaxed episodes, like, half a year ago. It was during last season, I think, of the NBA. So it has to be before June. So yeah, maybe like half a year ago, more than that, a little bit. That's when I thought to myself, like, personally, the podcast I love to listen to and I would love to make, it's just those where we're just talking to each other. Like, we don't read a script, we don't have points, we don't have someone playing devil's advocate. Why is my Discord not open? Where is Discord? We're not, the only downside is we do have, like, similar opinions. It's like me and Adrian will start trying to argue. Well, I'll bring up a debate, and I want to debate with someone, but he ends up having the same opinions. I'm like, damn it. So sometimes I do wish that someone had played devil's advocate or had someone had different opinions. But at the same time, like, I'm not gonna force someone to be like, you have this opinion, so we can debate it, and this is how you're gonna debate. No. Like, if we all end up agreeing, then we all end up agreeing. That's fine. If you all disagree, then cool, better. But what I wanted the podcast is just to be a couple of friends talking to each other. But I mean, I haven't taken the time to, like, look back to see what we're missing. Seriously, where's my Discord? What the fuck? There it is. I haven't taken the time to look back and see how we can improve it if you really wanted to. I'm just gonna keep making it the way I make it. I am trying new things, like adding some background music into certain episodes. Also, I'm using the Spotify recording thing, like Riverside, to record this episode. And I'm probably gonna use it to record solo episodes because it's so much easier to edit through that because it actually transcribes as soon as you're done editing. And it's so much faster when I'm by myself. So I'm going to do that. The only thing is I'm going to have to figure out how to do background music or an intro and outro on that one. So far there is none, so I can't even put in the DAC, here we go, sound like I usually did. But I mean, I've added music, intros, outros, some background here and there. And, Diego, you say you dig it and they're pretty good additions. But other than that, I haven't done one of these looking back where I don't know, like, thinking about what I wanted to do, how to improve it, what we've done well, what we haven't done well. What we haven't done well is probably the schedule. But again, this is just a hobby, so I'm going to try to record and upload as soon as I can. There is no schedule. The only schedule is I'll try to upload it by Fridays, so we'll have it by Fridays. If I miss a Friday, I'm going to shoot for the next Friday. But if you end up missing too many weeks in a row, I'm going to try to just upload this whenever. But again, there's no guarantee we're going to be able to do it just because it's been, like, we're all busy. Like, and since this isn't our full-time job, we got shit to do. I had trips and vacations coming up. I have another one in 2 weeks. I have school and exams and shit. Adrian just works all the time, you know. We have shit to do, you know. And until this replaces the income we have now, well, I mean, we're gonna do it when we can. And if we can't do it, then tough shit. But let us know in the comments. I would love to hear feedback of what you think we should do. Like, add anything. Like, if you think we should replace the music with different kind of music, let us know. If you want us to start having more structured debates, let us know. Ideally, when I first thought of this, I kind of wanted to do what, if you pardon the interruption, PTI. No, I don't know if it's still going on. I haven't seen it in forever, but I used to watch it on ESPN all the time when I'd get home. And I liked their structure because it was just Kornheiser and Wellbon just talking to each other, and on the side you see the topics are talking, and it's just like, it's almost like debate-esque where the topic comes up, you know, one goes and the other, and you can just see it tick as they're going through the topics. It goes down to the next one and talk down to the next one, and they'll have certain time, they have a little bell that they would ding as soon as time is up, and they should move on. So I had the idea of having some sort of structured list by list that's talk about this, talk about this, talk about this. But as we started recording and I started listening to my own podcast, I'm like, you know what? We can do that, and which is what we have. Like, we just recorded an episode yesterday. As I don't know when it's going to upload, probably next week, if not over the weekend. This is our docket. It's the World Series, mid-year NFL review, Guardian Caps, BO6, DM Guide, new mechanics, Halloween, and of course the election. And we spent a lot of time talking about the NFL because that's just our bread and butter. A little bit World Series, some Guardian Caps, which are part of the NFL. Talk about Black Ops 6. We spent a little bit of time on the DM Guide. Halloween, we spent like no time, and then I guess at the end we brought up the election, but we didn't spend time into it. So I just learned that if we have that structure where those lists of topics, we're gonna pick one and then just run with it, and that's just how we are. And wherever that takes us, that's where we go. And I think like the adventure of going down talking about like the mid-year NFL, and then just randomly bring up Black Ops 6, and then randomly bring up Dungeon Master's Guide, and then whole shit, it's the election, you know, just like that flow of one to the next, even if they make no sense and they are not attached whatsoever, that flow of conversation is just so much fun to listen to that I think it's an entertaining podcast personally. But again, if you don't think that way and you think we should do stuff, again, let us know in the comments. I'm open for ideas. You know, you guys listen to it. You should have some input on what you want to listen to. And if you think we're perfect, sure. I mean, we're not, but hey, you do you, I guess. I think that's going to do it for me now. I'm going to try to upload this right as soon as I'm done recording. I just think it's important to take some time to look back and see. I guess not even a look back. It's like, this is what we're doing. Should we do something differently? Why are we doing it like this? Just a little like introspection, like where are we at? What are we doing? Is this what we originally want? Like stuff like that. And I want you guys to have some input on it too, okay? So again, let us know in the comments what you think. And until next time, see you later.